Yes, one more follow-up question. Since the MWSS as, will the Manila Water and Maynilad, what's your position about the MWSS revocation of the contract extension? Will you still question it, or are you still interested to bid for the water distribution system after your contract ends in 2022?
We received the document this morning. I haven't read it yet, Madam Chair. It's actually a very big question that is being asked everywhere right now. Our investors, our creditors, our shareholders are all asking us the same question. So I was listening po to the answer of General Salamat earlier. He said they did not, if I understood it correctly, you haven't revoked the concession?
No, he said they revoked it.
You
Am I
revoked
correct?
the resolution or something?
Did you revoke the concession agreement? Please clarify, Mr.
We
Salamat.
revoked, sir, Madam, the resolution of the previous board extending the terms of extension of the.
And if I'm not mistaken, I asked you what the legal basis is, and you simply said because it is ordered by the president.
And also in consonance with the study and findings of the DOJ.
The findings of?
The Department of Justice, that it has no legal basis.
That there's no legal basis for the extension.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. So Secretary Almendras, you haven't exactly agreed with the or been notified by the MWSS of the revocation. Am I correct?
I understand there was a letter that was received this morning, so it's very new to us po. I'm sorry I cannot react clearly because we have to study what the repercussions are, because there's very significant repercussions to such an action po.
I can imagine, because if it's revoked, then all of the other commitments that were already, well, agreed upon will have to be rescinded. And I understand even in this contractual agreement, there are penalties for early revocation, etc. And obviously, if the government will have to follow the certain provisions, then there has to be some liability on some part, on one party or the other. How about you, Mr. Estrellado?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, tanong din ho namin yan dahil may mga projects ho kami, dahil may mga water projects ho kami na matatapos ho 2022 or 2023. May mga utang din ho kaming lalagpas pa noong 2022 dahil ginawa ho namin yun. In fact, dahil under the concession agreement, hindi ho pwedeng mangutang ng lalagpas doon sa expiration date. Pero nung in-extend ho nila yon, nakautang na ho kami para dun sa mga projects. So ang question ho namin is, kailangan, kung ano man ho ang mangyari, kailangan may malinis na proseso dahil ho marami kaming, yun na nga, marami kaming mga commitments both in terms of capital expenditure projects saka loans ho.
So paano to? Kung na-revoke na itong agreement na to ng extension, beginning 2009 ba yan? So ibig sabihin lahat ng commitments nila that were covered by this extension, paano mangyayari nun? Kasi nagpa-advance na siguro sila ng mga gastusin in anticipation of that it will go beyond 2012. So paano
let me
kaya
read, ma'am,
yun?
yung exact word ng determination. Ito po yung sa it nevertheless agrees with the Department of Justice and adopts the same position that the term extension is illegal and should be cancelled. There's no question that the term extension did not cause any downward push or downward adjustment to the tariff water rate paid by the consuming public. Instead, the term extension allegedly prevented the tariff to increase exponentially during the remaining term of the concession agreement. Notwithstanding the compliances of the concessionaires with their commitment to provide water sewerage service in their respective territories prior to the term's extension, it was renewed and extended in favor of the justification of the just concessionaires instead of the paramount consideration of the rights and demands of the consuming public. So the MWS agrees with the DOJ that the concessionaires are public utilities by virtue of the nature, the services that they provide. Water and sewerage services are imbued with interests, public interests that are necessary for public health and sanitation. However, it is unfortunate that under the terms of concession agreement, the concessionaires were identified as contractors and perform certain functions as agents for the exercise of certain rights and powers under the charter. But essentially, Madam Chair, the content of the revocation is essentially revoking the terms of extension issued by the that time of the Board of Trustees. So
Ano yan, retroactive? Paano yan? Prospective? Retroactive? Ano?
so it's
Since
revoked
2009.
Oh, so
No.
yung kinansel lang po yung previous. So it's just revoking the
Ayun,
extension.
extension.